This is a practical prayer for health and wholeness in the midst of the current crisis. In this case, the current crisis is the coronavirus outbreak, although the same principles and the same prayer apply regardless of what the current circumstances happen to be. And this is one of the really powerful ones where the fact that this is a practical prayer is really important. It's because we are not beseeching some power outside of ourselves to do us a favor. A practical prayer is using the laws and principles, the creative process that has brought everything into being, to invite in our next experience. Now, I'll tell you how this works. We live in a very complicated, very detailed world. And the world includes things like viruses and illnesses and problems and challenges. And it also includes health and vitality and wholeness. So the people who are working public health are working the numbers. Of the population of 7+ billion people on the planet, some percentage of them are going to be exposed to the coronavirus. Some of that subset is going to contract the illness. Some portion of them is going to get sick. Some are going to get seriously sick, and some are going to die. And all of the numbers are fluid. The only number that's not fluid currently is the number of people who are on the planet. So as we do the arithmetic, there are going to be percentages. Now, if there are going to be 20% of the people who have a problem with the coronavirus, that means there are going to be 80% of the people who don't. So if you got to choose, which group would you want to be in? I want to be in the healthy group. Okay? That's awesome because we get to choose. And oh, by the way, it might not be 20%. It's the fact that I'm choosing to be healthy doesn't mean somebody else needs to be ill, because that number, instead of being 20%, could be 18%, in which case everybody is uplifted and everybody gets better by the same process. So we're free to choose which of those populations we want to be part of. And I didn't make this up. This is not something that came out of my mind. This is not some new hocus pocus idea. This is core to every religion and spiritual practice throughout history. In the Sermon on the Mount, one of his greatest hits, Jesus said, "The Father knows what you need before you ask." And then he very explicitly said, we have to ask. So if you don't choose which of those groups you want to be in, then the law of averages gets to apply to you. And you are free to choose which group to be in. We are free to choose health. We are free to choose harmony. We are free to choose wholeness. And that's what we're doing by action of this prayer. Now, somebody who winds up in the unhealthy group doesn't mean there's something wrong or bad or they're being punished. All of these eventualities are possible. And some people, for whatever reason, at a soul level, not them consciously choosing something, at a soul level, they are volunteering to participate in this in the way that they are. So we bless them as well, because every part of this, the numerator and the denominator, the people who are in the group that we favor and the people who are in the other group, are all divine expressions of that one infinite power and presence. This practical prayer will be in 7 steps. I invite you to close your eyes as we turn our attention away from the circumstance, and there's plenty of that, to the truth that there is only that one divine power, that one infinite creative presence. It's spirit, it's nature, it's God, whatever it is that we call it. It is that one from which everything flows. In the beginning, there was only the one. Whether we trace it back to the Big Bang and the singularity, or trace it back to the book of Genesis. In the beginning, there was darkness and void and God. And God said, "Let there be." And that's the same process that we are using now. That divine power is present in and through and as every part of its creation. It must be, because in the beginning there was darkness and void and God, and now there is God and all of the manifest universe. So it has to have come from God itself. Everything comes from that one singularity. Everything can trace its lineage back to the Big Bang. So we do that too. Each one of us, everyone who is watching this video, is part of that one. Everyone is connected, and everyone has that same creative power to say, "Let there be." That's the connection that we have. So on behalf of everyone who's watching this video, I choose to be in the healthy and harmonious and peaceful and whole portion of the population. I choose wholeness. I choose health. I choose vitality and prosperity. And I know, beyond the circumstance and the condition and the situations that are going on, that that goodness is available. Because as we trace our lineage back, our history, our ancestry, it all leads to that one creative power and process, which is God itself. That God presence is right here and right now, in me and in everyone who's watching this video. This is not something that I'm asking for. This is not a petition. This is not a request. This is the truth. We are all expressions of that one. So I claim the good that is available to each of us and to all of us. And I know that we are living above the law of averages. The law of averages says this or that. I choose that. I choose wholeness. I choose health. I choose healing and vitality. I choose that return to the harmony that is our birthright. I know that the events that are unfolding are somehow bringing more good, more love, more joy, more peace, more opportunity into our lives and into the world. So I turn my attention to the good. I invite the good. I don't ignore the circumstance and the situation, but I simply know that I am always a choice. And I choose wisely. And so does everybody who is watching this video. I'm grateful for this good. I'm grateful for the way that it's unfolding. I'm grateful for the way that the light of infinite intelligence, divine goodness, love, wisdom, and harmony is expressing itself. I'm grateful for the way that this awareness is being experienced and deepened by everyone who's participating in this creative process. And so with gratitude for all of this good, I speak this word of intention into the same creative law. I repeat that process. I say, let there be this harmony, this health, this vitality, this prosperity, this goodness. And the answer is the same. The answer is yes. And this is so. And so it is. Amen. I'm Reverend Bill Marcioni. There's more information on the website at bethelight.com. If you're having difficulties or challenges and want to schedule a spiritual counseling session with me, please contact me through the website. I look forward to praying with you.